Hey guys, in this video I will talk about an email that you will receive when you're selling on Amazon and then your return rate is going to be above 7%. So once your return rate is above 7%, you will receive this email that says your listing is closed. I will show you two separate emails that I received a couple of times. The reasons you get this email, the actual email, and what to do once you received it. Let me show you the first email. The reason that I received this email, it says the total shipment was 71, the defective orders was 6, so the defect rate was more than 7%, and in this case it was 8%. And the reasons I received this email, it says doesn't work as it stated. You're gonna get some one-star review regardless, man. Some people are not gonna like your product. It doesn't matter how good it is, okay? So don't take it any personal because it's gonna happen. The item doesn't work like the description states. I try to be as realistic as possible, but still, the zip bag was broken. Product is inadequate for my condition anyway. This doesn't work at all. Misleading description. Wasn't as comfortable as I thought it would be, and not easy to put on. So make sure your product description is exactly what you're trying to provide. Don't exaggerate about it. Also, if you have different sizes, make sure your descriptions about the sizes and how they can measure is correct, because once they order the wrong size, they're gonna send it back, and this increases your return rate. Also, if you have different colors, make sure the colors are exactly the same colors you're gonna provide. Don't change it with Photoshop and stuff like that, because if this is not exactly the same color they're seeing on Amazon, they're probably gonna send it back again, and it also increases your return rate. Now, let me show you the second email, which is the interesting one. So this is the email that I've been seeing all these gurus and people trying to teach you how to do Amazon FBA. They don't talk about it. As you can see, it says your listing has been closed due to a high rate of negative customer experiences. It doesn't say suspended, it says closed. Okay, it means like your listing is gone. And that was my first impression. I was like, man, I've got another 2,000 units sitting in Amazon inventory. I wasn't sure what to do with this. It was a bad time. And as you can see, the reason I received this email, it was because 27 units out of 288 units were defective. It had nothing to do with me. It was because the Chinese supplier, when I ordered in bulk, they shipped so many defective items that caused this issue, okay? And you receive this email once your negative customer experience rate is above 7%, okay? In this case, it was 9.4. But it doesn't mean that your listing is gone, okay? You don't need to be scared of this, because once you receive this, it has a really, really bad impression, okay? So if you're wondering how you can fix this, you can see there's a link here, okay? I've already resolved this issue, but what you got to do is to click on this link, and it will get you to another page that you provide some information of why you had so many negative customer experiences. And normally what I say is like, I talk to my supplier to reduce the number of defective items and stuff like that. And there's a button, there's like a radio button that says relist. You click on that and you submit it, and your listing will be live as well. Again, okay? So this is not a big issue, but once you receive this email, you need to take action quickly, because if your listing is suspended for a long time, your ranking, you lose your ranking, okay? You lose, like if you go from the first page to the second page, you're gonna lose a lot of sales, okay? That's why once you receive this email, you should take action as quick as possible. Provide some information and request to relist your listing again, and that's gonna fix this issue, okay? So if you receive this email, don't freak out, because you can easily fix it without any problem. I already talked to Amazon FBA customer service, and I asked them if I received it for a couple of times. They were like, "There's no issue. You can just relist it. It doesn't affect your the health of your account." Okay, so don't worry about this. But this is the email. I haven't seen anybody talking about it. Once you got it, don't freak out, because you can easily fix it and release your listing and have your listing back again. That's it. So there are three main factors to consider: the returns, refunds, or contacts. And when it says contacts, it doesn't mean contacting you. It means contacting Amazon support. So try to keep them as low as possible, so your return rate would be below 7% and your listing doesn't get suspended. And that's pretty much it for this video. Also, make sure to check out my video on how to do Amazon product research and the tools I use. That's coming up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, share, comment, also subscribe, and tap that little bell so you'll be notified of the next video when it's released. See you on the next one.